Hey Anthony, 4B4 diesel, ready for our next customer out at the Bendigo Prado Hospital. All right, what's happening on this one?
Bit of an oil change and inspection.
So you're testing out this Joel's Garage course there, Mark. What do you think of it so far? You put a few cars up?
Very nice.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
You don't need to lay on the floor to do that though, you know that? So a bit of an oil change, eh? Let's have a bit of a look around under the bonnet, see if there's anything to see. Helps when you turn the light on. It's just an old 1KD, bone dry, no oil leaks, brake fluids at a good level. Airbox is good, coolant's good. He did the BFE here, when was that, a few months ago. So the water pump's done, belt's good, everything's good. There's nothing to see here, how boring. Cap off before you drop the oil, dipstick out so you don't forget. Don't short it out on the battery. Good battery, discounts at every battery, don't forget about that. Oz Prado Crew discount, minimum 10%. Yeah, what else we got? You got those genuine LSI oil filters down there?
Yep.
You got a box of them?
I do.
What's the discount code? 4B4, so it's lsiauto.com.au, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
because I forget.
Yeah.
And the discount code 4B4 is in like the YouTube channel, 4B4-2023, yeah?
That's right.
And you get about another 5% off, yeah?
Yep.
Happy days. And it's cheaper, instead of going off eBay, you go direct off their website. Happy days. Let's get this thing up in the air because it's pretty boring here. It's all too well looked after. Boost it. What's going on underneath this Hilux? Oh, this has got some, so we've got the bumper bar with a few repairs, nice. Is there a bit of bash and crash or crash and bash going on with this one still?
From time to time,
Yeah,
bit of
a
exploring.
little bit of
I
bash and
wouldn't call it
crash.
but
Well, it's just
sometimes
'cause
you
what
get
someone
somewhere
called-
where you gotta,
That's what Pete called it in one of the recent videos. That sounded good anyway, right? And these been back. Mate, tell us what happened to these, mate. These look destroyed. What sort of a driver's been driving this?
yeah, someone else with a white Hilux had them on there.
Yeah?
And I think he did most
A
of
white
that.
Hilux.
Yeah.
There's heaps of white Hiluxes around.
Yeah,
Any
well-
more information?
Dunno. Might have looked a bit like you, actually.
Geez, he's done some driving on those, haven't he? Right, okay. Well, that's good. Well, you got that. Shows they're solid, aren't they?
Yeah.
So these are the Kaon ones made out of, they make the dump masters out of this sort of steel, really thick, strong. So even though it's only 3mm, Stranex there, look at it. So you can tell they've been absolutely hammered. I reckon you've done a fair bit of hammering on those as well, though, to be honest.
Maybe I did that one there. That's it. That was mine.
That slice there. But there's no dent there. It's just a slice, isn't it? So you've done that one and someone else has done all of these. What a bloody clown of a driver anyway. I don't know, but you know, what about this plastic? I mean, that plastic there, that wasn't part of this. So for that to happen, then all this would have had to happen anyway, wouldn't it? And we've got the same over this side. The evidence is sort of saying there's a lot of bash and crash. Now, in all seriousness, have a look at this oil drain situation, right? So you know how the oil runs all over the chassis. If you haven't seen this yet, you drop the oil out. We're about to see in this video that it just runs off there straight into the drain tray. So,
What an awesome idea.
yeah, does it work?
Yeah.
All right, you want to do that? I'll do a quick inspection for you, even though you'll do your own, and I'll come back and we'll catch the oil going the way it's meant to go. Let's see how much more bash and crash is going on up here. Little bit of oil here at the transfer case. See if the sway bar's loose. Yeah. Check out the last video, people, and you'll get the joke. Now, this is just a bit of oily stuff off the grease from lubing that hitting the transfer case, I believe. So that's nothing to worry about. We want grease. I'd rather have a bit of mess. Could be a bit of oil because it's hard to tell. See, because see what the grease does. That's up there, and see this could be actual oil, but then there's grease here as well. So it's probably just all from the grease. Just needs a good clean up if you wanted to think there was an oil leak. We'll have a bit of a look around off camera anyway, and if we find anything, we'll come back to you and show you so that you're not bored. All right, let's see how this goes. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oil all over the glove and all. That's terrible, but I'm just going to be here having a look at this. With the light on, it's always better. Just to see how this thing works. We'll demonstrate the kaon.com.au. What you can do with that drain tray, just gently lower it to the ground before it gets too heavy, if you can handle that. Just keep it in the hole and happy days. You just got to kick it around a bit, make sure it sort of stays there. Put your head on the... Mate, we've got the whole team here, 5 people to do an oil change today on a Saturday job.
When was this last changed? Looks a bit dirty. 5,000.
Now it's about time this guard bit, just watch because it might start going everywhere if this guard doesn't work out, all right? You know what I mean? It's about to hit that plate. It's working pretty well at the moment. Look at that. You can hear it going into the DIY style drain tray. It's on the floor.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah, it's a bit thin. That's where you get a better indication of your oil. It always looks black, but we'll see what happens, eh? For all the people wondering if it works, this is going to show you if it works or not. I mean, it certainly works a lot better than without it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a bit of a spray out of the drain tray. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but the most important part at the moment is what's going to happen here. Everybody wants to have a look at what's going to happen here. You can even see in the background the oil pickup's clear. People don't know what I'm talking about. You better check the injector information playlist. So ideally you want to have, you know how I've got the, I better get a stand for here as well, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lock that in. I'm not planning on doing any much oil changes here, you know. Or lay down on the ground and do it.
Or five milk crates.
5 milk crates, yeah, no. We'll get a stand, mate. New order, what's going on here? Oh, it's nearly hitting the, what's going on? It looks a bit messy. No, it's all good. All right, I'm getting a sore arm, so we'll leave it at that. We'll come back to that and check the mess soon. What do we got under the back of this car? Action at the front, people, action. What do we got under the back here? Nothing to see here. What are they talking about down there? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Just see me. We'll get Jimmy.
Like what? Where are we? What am I looking at? I've got to watch out with this oil. Hang on. What's going on? I'll hold this really still. Yeah, it wobbles up and down a lot, doesn't it? Wow, do you reckon that's a problem? A lot of people probably service their own cars now, DIY style, and they wobble that. It's more the pushing it up and down. It does wobble up and down a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that normal? Oh, it's good to watch the videos. What, does this side do it too? Let's have a look.
No, this is pretty solid.
Pretty solid, doesn't move up and down?
No.
What about if you grab it more down this way where you get a bit more leverage? Can you get it to move at all? Not much really. Let's go back to this one and do the same thing. And then I'll wipe all that oil that just dripped on my elbow off. Yeah, it is fairly normal, believe it or not. It's just dodgy as it sounds. Yeah, that's what they do. So we're going to need to get some more Hiluxes up on the hoist and wobble those and show everybody. But as much as, maybe we've got to start taking a bit more notice, but I notice it a lot. So I'm going to say at this stage, it's pretty normal. But let's have a look at some other ones and see what happens.
Keep an eye on. It's
Something to keep an eye on.
When you put aftermarket stuff in, that danger of some rubbing.
Ooh, let's get, yeah, with the light we can see what's going on. So yeah, okay. Well, at least it hasn't done any too much damage yet.
No.
But if they engineered them well, what they would do is put that bracket in a slightly different spot to dodge that, wouldn't they? I don't know. Would you even have it in between here so that one went up the middle there? Right, because that seems more to the centre. Oh, maybe that's in the way of that, right? Okay. So you just come forward a bit more. And could this one go forward for? Because you got, you know, there's two. It's good that there's three mounting, you know, supports, but this one I'd bring it further forward. Is there any reason why you wouldn't? What's up around here? So that's a bit of a not the best. Maybe, you know, they could have brought this one up to there and just bring that one forward a little bit. But anyway, watch out. That's why you inspect and watch out all these aftermarket stuff. So what are you gonna? Because yeah, you got to do something. I mean, it's only corrugated split tubing, but eventually it could rub through, right? And it's kind of. What's going on there? It's put a bit of pressure. It's the constant pressure, isn't it? All right, so where does that go? That's a good question as well. Where does that go? I don't know what that wire is, where it goes, but we can work that out and yeah, just cut it off and get rid of it. You probably don't need it. What's going on over this side? So same thing, it'd be rubbing on the brake lines. But they were smart enough to supply some protection in the kit.
No.
I don't think I want to get these side steps anymore. I was thinking about getting a set of these. I'm definitely going to have to push K on a bit harder to make some quality. So this is cool, almost. It's almost clearing. It's just rubbing on the brake line a little bit. So you can rework the brake lines, but look, you've got clips here to hold them. The smart way to do it would have been to put this where the bracket is and drill a hole in it. So you can take the clip out, rework the lines of it and put the bracket into the, or something like that, you know, because you've had to do that. And if you didn't, they'd be rubbing hard against that. So yeah, that's
Danger.
That's not cool, man. I'm a bit disappointed to see that. what's this, Legendex? I'm a bit disappointed, you know. They look good from out there. I've got to say there's not a lot of step there either. So now I'm bagging them out a bit. I was about to buy some, now I'm going, why I'm not? Because there's not enough step there. I want a flat step to step on. The rest of it's good. This could be round, so you don't get hung up on it as easy if that was round tube. So I'd like round tube coming out from the vehicle, K-on, right, without all these corners to get hung up on and hit things. Straight tube here's all right, I don't mind. Round tube, you might as well use it all round or all square, wouldn't you? And yeah, a flat step, because I don't need clearance here, at this area here. It doesn't matter if it's scraped. So anyway, whatever. What else you got? What other problems have you found on your inspection? Oh my gosh, what's all that noise? That doesn't sound right, does it?
What's going on there?
Locker. L-O-K-K-A. So you're pretty happy with that at the moment, yeah?
Oh, it's been okay.
Bit of a click, click, click. Doesn't bother you? Does it get annoying sometimes?
A little bit on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So definitely a compromise.
it certainly works though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Goes anywhere now, yeah? They go anywhere Hilux.
Yeah.
Unless there's no traction like that time when it was all wet and slippery, and I hope everyone saw those videos on 4x4 Adventures. That was a bit of entertainment. Yeah, it just doesn't sound right, does it? But it is. Right, so did it make a mess or not? It's still shooting out at me. When it hits that, it's like a boing, boing. It's trying to get me. Anyway, the point is there's no mess on that cross member whatsoever. So the only mess you're going to make is if you change the sump plug washer, getting that off the sump up there, and you know, if you put your hand and mess up the flow, but it's going to be minimal, bit of rust protection, minimal compared to the mess that they used to make without it. Beautiful. So is this that Penrite 7 litre job? No fun on there to just pour it straight in. What happens when you pour it too fast and it overflows?
Yeah, it makes a bit of a mess down here.
Yeah. Has that happened a few times?
Yeah,
or
it
you
has
just
happened.
back it off just in time? You kind of need a third hand, don't you? Like someone holding that to make sure it didn't move instead of holding a camera would be handy.
Yeah.
Do you use this sticker?
No.
No, you just know every, what, 5 or 10 or once every 6 months?
I write it in my book, what happens.
Mate, your oil coming out of this engine's that good. I might use it as chainsaw bar oil.
Yeah.
That's what people do. They just use old engine oil as bar oil. That's dripping to it, the join there. So you need a rag for that as well. You need 4 hands actually. So I would definitely have to put the camera in. Anyway, people, that's enough. What's going on here, mate? That's enough chit chat, yak yak. So what do we find on this? Nothing. Just keep driving. Happy days. Catch you on the next video.